Good morning, everyone. Today we have topic about mutual fund. Okay, what is the mutual fund and what is the ABC of mutual fund? It means whenever we have thinking, we have to make some investment. So we have to make investment. That investment can be into equity share, into gold, into debt fund, into real estate, or any other format. But today we are talking about the mutual fund because mutual fund is one of the best investment uh, instrument where we have to just think something, and this will be the one of the best investment for ourselves. Reason is that in each and every investment we have to take care lots of things. Like right now gold and silver is growing up, okay, and we have planned to invest like 50 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 5 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees, 50,000 rupees into gold. Then what we have to do? First, we have to think where we have to buy the actual gold. Okay. When we have buy actual gold or silver, then we have the some thinking how we have to preserve or how we have to secure because it is a fiscal and anyone can stole, anyone can steal this gold. So that we have to find out, but it is not possible in case of the mutual fund. Another thing, when we have buy gold and when we are going to sell out, so some more jeweler or some other jeweler will say ki it is not a original gold, it is not 24 karat gold, and whatever the form you have purchased, this is not good for me. We will liquidate, we will reform this gold format. So what will happen? Around 3 to 4%, 5% gold lose in reforming. Okay. So, and you can take the another example like real estate. You have invested into land, koti, etc., all those things, but due to some reason, and that's a particular situation, that particular area is not working, that uh, flat is not growing as per your decision. Okay, then what will happen? But it is not happening in case of the mutual fund. Reason is that you make some investment and some other professional, they are the expert person, they use your money to invest somewhere else, and whatever the profit is earned by that professional, that AMC house, that mutual fund house, that is distributed with you. So that is the reason I am saying mutual fund is a very good investment option for you. So today we are going to discuss about the mutual fund, what is the ABC and how it works and how we have to choose which mutual fund is good for me or for you. So mutual fund. So first of all, we have to understand what is the mutual fund. Mutual fund is that mutual fund is a pool of money. Like you are saying that there is this one jar, and where in particular jar there are the lots of the coin. Okay, so this coin doesn't mean ki it is from one person. It can be collected from various person, like 1%, 2%, 10%, 15%, 50%. Okay, it means ki it is the pool where lots of person is depositing their saving. Like someone is giving only 5,000 rupees, someone is giving 1,000 rupees, someone is giving 1 lakh rupees, someone is giving 10 lakh rupees. Once the pool, once the pool is uh, fill or it is a big amount, then particular time your expert of the mutual house or expert person that is working with the mutual houses, okay, they taken your fund and they invested in market as per your need. Suppose that you have chosen कि my whole money should be gone in maximum profitable, like in 100% equity. So they withdraw money, they take your money, all whole pool money they take, and they invested in in some equity shares. And this the equity share is can be like in infrastructure sector, it can be FMCG sector, it can be IT sector, it can be anywhere. Okay, but they will invest all fund into equity shares. Suppose that we have chosen कि my 50-50, like 50% equity share, 50% debt. Okay, so my whole pool will be distributed in two ways. 50% amount will be invested into bond or debt or loan, or 50% amount will be invested into equity share. So that is the purpose of the. So first we have to understand how to choose mutual fund. Okay, there is a lots of the mutual fund company available in India. Company A, B, C, there is the around 100 mutual fund house is working in India. So how we have to choose? So today we are going to discuss about how we have to choose which sector, benefit of the switching. Suppose that right now I have the mutual fund in company A and I want to switch over in the company B, company C, company D, then what is the benefit the switch over? Okay. And what is the taxation? Whether it is the short-term capital gain, whether it is the business income, whether it is the long-term gain. And it will be the taxable at the which particular rate, like 12.5%, 20%, 30%, that we will understand. So first of all, that how we have to choose mutual fund. So before starting mutual fund, we have to understand we have to see whether it is a tax saving or not. Now we have seen there is a two tax regime for income tax. One is the old tax regime, another is the new tax regime. Suppose that you are choosing new tax regime, then there is no tax implication or tax saving in your return. Reason is that when government of India has introduced new tax regime, they have withdraw or they have excluded all deduction, all benefit that will be available to taxpayer in form of ATC, like any insurance investment, any medical insurance, or any ELSS scheme investment, or you have buy any electric car and you have borrowed those any loan. So any kind of benefit that was the given to the taxpayer, that has been withdrawn from the new tax regime. Reason is that new tax regime is a simplify and it is the less taxation. Like in the old tax regime, it is the taxable after 2.5 lakh rupees, but in case of the new tax regime, it is the taxable after 4 lakh rupees. Then whatever the benefit of the ATC, like insurance, PPF, or any other, that was the maximum 1.5 lakh rupees. So again, it is already given into new tax regime. That is the 2.5 plus 1.5, that has become the 4 lakh rupees. So in the new tax regime, it is the taxable amount is taxable after 4 lakh rupees. One more difference you can understand. In old tax regime, once your income is exceeding 10 lakh rupees, you have to pay the 30%. But in case of the old tax regime, when your income will exceed 24 lakh rupees, then it is the taxable, 30% taxable. Okay. So government of India has introduced new tax regime and they are saying okay, we will not provide any tax benefit. So now it is the very less thing. But again, you will find out okay, when you have invested into ELSS, when you have invested into ELSS, so whatever the profit you are getting after 3 years, it will be the tax free. So that you have to understand. Suppose that I have invested 1 lakh rupees in ELSS. So in the current period, I have opted new tax regime, then I will not get any tax benefit. But once I will redeem after 3 years, so whatever the profit I have earned on the ELSS, that will be the not taxable. Okay, so that we have to understand whether it is a tax saving or it is not tax saving. Suppose that you are saying Manish, I am going to opt old tax regime, then you have to understand in case of the old tax regime, you can take the benefit of the mutual fund of the ELSS and you can save 30% because your income is exceeding 10 lakh rupees. So that you have to understand before making mutual fund you are going to choose for the tax saving or not. Whatever money you want to invest in mutual fund, first you have to understand you have to buy mutual fund with your pre-fund. Pre-fund means suppose that your salary is the 1 lakh rupees per month and you are saving around 10 to 15 thousand per month. So within the 1 year, you have saved around 1 lakh rupees. So this 1 lakh rupees is the free fund for you. But it is the free amount that you can divert anywhere. You can utilize into the holiday. You can enjoy in your hobbies, or you can make some investment. Okay. So you can make some investment. So that you have to understand, okay, whatever money you want to invest, that should be free from your fund. So before choosing mutual fund, you have to understand whether it is the free fund or it is the loan amount. Just 1 second. Yeah. So now you got my point. If you have the free amount, so it means you have not to borrow some loan and you have to make investment. If you are borrowing some money on loan or you are investing in the mutual fund, then it is the dangerous for you. Before choosing any mutual fund, whether you are looking for the mutual fund A, B, C, D, any company, then you have to check out the 5 years performance. Okay, whether it has been good or whatever the ROI, मतलब return on investment in the last 5 years. Suppose that we are comparing two funds, fund A, fund B, and one company fund A is showing first year in the last 5 years 5%, 7%, 12%. 20%, again it is the 3%. But another company is showing first year 10, 12, 8, 11, 9, 13. It means second mutual fund is the consistent, like 9 to 13 is the up and down. But mutual fund one is like 1 year it is the 8%, or somewhere it is the 20%, somewhere it is the 3%. Then we can say that there is some more, you can say, uh, uh, uncertain. So if you are choosing your mutual fund in the uncertain fund, then it will create problem. Like if the market is going down, or your mutual fund investor or mutual fund expert has not chosen the good stock, and they have not invested in good location, so what will happen? It will create problem for you. So you have to check the 5 year performance. And again, suppose that you are comparing uh, uh, mutual fund A, B, and C. One in the last 5 years, it is showing the 11%, one is the showing the 15%, and one is the showing the consistently 25%. Then you can think out, okay, in the whole 5 year, mutual fund C is giving the 25%. So I should go with the mutual fund C. So that you have to understand. First you have to check the 5 years performance, compare with the other mutual fund. Suppose that I'm looking for the FMCG sector, or I'm looking for the IT sector, I'm looking for uh, uh, infrastructure sector. So whatever the sector we are looking, first we have to compare 3 to 4 mutual fund. Okay, what is the plan A, plan B, plan C, or company A, company B, company C. So when you have the make the when you are making the comparison with the some other mutual fund. So when you are making any comparison with the mutual fund, then you will understand what is the best mutual fund you. So before making investment in any mutual fund, you have to understand with comparison of the last 5 years performance and comparison with the other mutual fund. Otherwise, your investment will be in the blank. Like kaha gaya, kya hua, you will not get a point. Then invest of the mutual fund company. So investment of the mutual fund company. So suppose that you are looking to make any investment, so then you have to see the mutual fund company. One first you have to see the fund. Suppose that company ABC Private Limited is making fund XYZ. We have seen the fund X is the giving the good performance, but whole mutual fund company, that is ABC Private Limited, is not a good. Then what will happen? So that you have to also understand the promoter of the mutual fund, company of the mutual fund, whether it is the working or not, it is good or not. ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड ऑफ द कंपनी रिकॉर्ड, कि कंपनी का जो ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड है, सपोज दैट वी हैव सीन इन द वेरियस न्यूज़पेपर कि प्रमोटर ऑफ दिस कंपनी इज मेकिंग द सम forgery, they are making the some financial fraud with the government of India, whatever they have to pay penalty, etc., all those things they are not paying, or they are not complying the government of India. Okay, so if any mutual fund house is not compiling, not uh, uh, providing the compliance with the government of India, so how they can keep your money secure, how they can keep your money secure. So that we have to understand कि what is the company record, कि whether it is working as per government rules and regulation or not, or if it is not doing the government rules and regulation, so how they will keep your money in the good condition. That you have to understand. Total fund, कि then you have to check out कि total fund of the mutual fund house is where they are going to invest. Like you have chosen ABC Private Limited fund, and you have chosen the uh, mutual fund X. So in website of the ABC Private Limited, you will find out कि fund X is invested in infrastructure, in equity, or where they have to give the information to you. Suppose that you have find out कि fund A, ABC Private Limited have the fund X, and this fund X is wholly invested into IT company. And as per your thinking, as per your understanding, IT company will not do well within the 1 and 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Then you are thinking, no, I have to diversify. I have to go for the FMCG. I have to go for infrastructure sector. I have to go for education sector. I have to go for the service industry. Then you can withdraw your fund from that particular fund, and you can go with some other fund. So that you have to understand. So you have to visit a company website, and you have to see in this particular mutual fund house is making investment where, and that is not as per your expectation, that is not as per your thinking, then you can redeem your money, and you can even stay back with that particular company MC house, or you can go with some other house. So that you have to find out. But you have to trace out कि आपका जो फंड है वो कहाँ पर इन्वेस्ट हो रहा है. Expense allocation for your fund. Every mutual fund house making some expense in your fund. Like I have chosen ABC Private Limited, and I have chosen fund Z. In Z fund there is the 100 CR fund. Okay, so mutual fund house they have allocated around 1% of the profit. कि fund X, fund Z, whatever they will earn the profit, so they will withdraw 1% for their administration salary of the mutual fund expenditure and mutual fund expert office, etc. All those things. Suppose that any company they are charging only 0.05%. Any company is charging only 0.1%, and any company or any fund is charging 1%, 2%, 5%. Then we have to see if any company is charging more expense in from the fund, then we have to withdraw. Reason is that कि जितना ज्यादा ये परसेंटेज होगा, my profit will be reduced as much. Like suppose that anyone is charging 5%. In the mutual fund house, no one is the charging. Just I am giving for the your example कि any company is charging 1%, and any company is charging 5% as the expense. So definitely, if you have chosen 5% expenditure company, then your profit will be reduced by the 5%. But if you have chosen expenditure allocated for your fund in the 1%, so your profit will be higher. So that you have to understand, and that information you can gather from various website, or even the company website, or when you have filling your mutual fund investment form, then you can find out the how much expenditure is allocation in your fund. Or you have the you have your RM, that is the relationship manager. Okay, so they will provide the information to you that this head will have how much allocation of your expense. So that you have to understand कि आपका expense कम से कम हो. So there is the one thing, and you have to understand कि mutual fund is the most important thing. Just one second, one more thing I will discuss with you. Mutual fund, you have to think whether it is a short-term gain or long-term gain. Suppose that you have invested mutual fund for the shorter period, like you are aware ki right now you have the 10 lakh rupees and within the 6 month you have to make the down payment for your house. You have collected 10 lakh rupees and within the 6 month you have to make the down payment. You are 100% confirm. Now you are thinking ki you have the two and three option. One, if this 10 lakh rupees is in cash, then you can keep in home. Then it is the fear of the stolen. It is the fear of the fire, etc. All those things. But if you have deposited into bank, then you have the two and three option. One, आप 6 महीने के लिए एफडी कर दो. You can keep as the saving account, or you have the another option like you can invest into mutual fund, you can invest into equity share. But when your period is the specific, within the 6 months you have to make investment, you have to make down payment for your real estate, your koti, your land, etc. All those things. In that scenario, I will not suggest to go for the equity share. If you are looking to make म्यूचुअल फंड, देन यू आर अवेयर कि इट इज द शॉर्ट टर्म, और शॉर्ट टर्म पर टैक्सेशन ज्यादा होता है, दैट इज द 20%. एंड यू आर कीपिंग फॉर द लॉन्ग टर्म, लाइक you have invested into any fund and they are keeping more than 12 month, then it's become the long term. A long term पर taxation 12.5% होता है, short term पर 20%. It means कि you are withdrawing or you are redeemed your money before 12 months, then you have to pay that 7.5% taxation extra. So before redeem or before making any investment, you have to make plan. You have to think yourself कि how much tax you have to give. Like for the 6 month, you have make the FD. The FD में whatever interest you will earn, that will be the 30%, because interest income is added in your slab income, and whatever the income you have earned उसके ऊपर आपको टैक्सेशन लगेगा, दैट इज द 30%. ओके, दैट इज द हाइएस्ट रेट. बट इन केस ऑफ द शॉर्ट टर्म इट इज द 20%, एंड वंस इट इज द लॉन्ग टर्म इट इज ओनली 12.5%. तो यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि म्यूचुअल फंड में पैसा लगा के आप अपने टैक्स को भी कम कर सकते हो. जस्ट वन सेकेंड. तो now you have any question related to mutual fund, you can ask now. And one thing I want to discuss about the sector. So before investing any mutual fund, you have to understand which sector you have to make, and how you can understand how you will choose your sector, that you can discuss with your RM. You can read lots of information on internet, newspaper, or you can listen any TV debate or etc. Those which sector is uh, going to accelerate in the next few years, like in within the 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. Right now, if I'm talking about the IT company, then traditional IT is not so much hype as compared to the AI. So that you have to understand which sector we have to choose. So suppose that my mutual fund is investing fund in any AI company. So it is the 100% sure and sure that this AI will grow on. Okay. So according to market, according to situation, according to time, we have to choose sector, which sector will work more. So thank you everyone. If you have any question related to mutual fund, how you have to choose and where you have to choose, you can ask right now.
Thank you, Manish ji. You explained it very well. So I think we have Prem ji, Shilakam, Meena ji. Yeah. Yeah, please ask. Yeah, Premji, you are asking something?
I think Tilgam is unmuted. Maybe they want to ask. So I say on mute first.
No, sir. I don't have any questions, sir. I'm not investing in mutual funds. I
No.
usually I select FD
Okay.
to for the investment. I never choose the risk. One time I choose I put my some growth account I invested, but I got lost. 20,000 I put, but summarizingly, I have got only 17,000. So I don't take risks. So I'm not at all investing in mutual funds nowadays. So I'm not getting why I'm not so much attracted towards it. You are telling this much. I don't think so. I will be remember this money.
Yeah, ma'am.
I will
I will
calculate this
suggest
much.
only one thing. Ki suppose anyone they want to make the investment. First, they have to understand their age. Suppose that anyone who is the more than 55, 60, then I will suggest keep all money in saving account or as well as the fixed deposit. Reason is that at least your money will be the remain same. Like मैंने 1 लाख रुपया invest किया तो that will be the remain same. Definitely I will earn some less like 5%, 6%, 6.5%. But in case of the mutual fund, it can be like even below 10 or above. So and your time period is the less like 4 months, 6 months, 1 year. Then you have not to go for the mutual fund. If you are looking for the mutual fund, you must have to longer period like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. If your vision is only 5 to 6 months, then I will never suggest to go for the mutual fund. Reason is that within the low time frame, it can be very low, or that particular time you can get the some heart attack because it is your hard earned money. So I will never suggest to go if your time period is the less or you need money within the shorter period.
I'll think so, but I'm 48 now. I whether I can invest in, but if preferably you are suggesting some mutual fund which is good, I maybe try to do that. I
Yeah,
don't.
what I will suggest to you, ma'am, suppose that you have the 1 lakh rupees free amount, and
Okay.
there is this 1 lakh rupees, if it is going to down and it is going to become zero, so there will be no impact. So first you have to search the such kind of the free amount कि आप कितना पैसा बर्बाद करने के मूड में हो. Let's assume, suppose that you have thinking कि Manish, I have the 1 lakh rupees that I can make some I can play just like the card कि अगर कुछ loss भी हो जाता है then I can bear it. Now one thing, first you have to think your fund, then you have to select some good mutual fund, and you have to go for, you have to keep in that particular fund for the at least 1 year and 2 years. So I will definitely sure shot you will get at least 10 to 15% or even the 20% in the mutual fund, but your time limit must be 1 year, more than 1 year. If you are thinking for the 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, then I will not suggest to go for the anyway mutual fund. So that you can try. Then जो एक कहा जाता है ना कि घड़ी घड़ी डिजिटल में पहले इस्तेमाल करो फिर विश्वास करो. तो ट्राई विद द वेरी स्मॉल मनी, देन यू कैन हैव द सम ट्रस्ट, देन यू कैन थिंक फॉर द लॉन्गर और बिगर अमाउंट.
No, like some app is coming now, sir. Grow app or something.
मैम
Through Grow app, through that I have to put the money in mutual fund, or which source I have to put. So through bank, State Bank, or
Yeah, ma'am. First thing is that ki whether it is the Grow or whether it is the PNB, HDFC, so that is the tool. That is the tool they are providing to make investment in the mutual fund. But you have to choose your mutual fund with your mind. Reason is that
okay.
suppose that you are thinking a mutual, I have to make the mutual fund in PNB. And PNB had the 50 fund like infrastructure fund, FMCG fund, IT sector, or some hybrid fund, etc. So this PNB fund is available with the all प्लेटफॉर्म लाइक एनजे के प्लेटफॉर्म पर भी है, ग्रो के प्लेटफॉर्म पर भी है, एचडीएफसी के भी प्लेटफॉर्म पर है. देयर इज नो नीड टू गो ओनली विद द पीएनबी. तो आई वांट टू से कि योर प्लेटफॉर्म कैन बी एनीवन, but you have to choose and select with your mind you can discuss with some expert where my money will be safe and where my money will grow. So that you have to think.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Minaji, do you have any question?
I think
So-
she might be there. Thank you. Thank you, Manishi, for a very detailed session on mutual fund. It's very helpful.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.